Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Drops back. It's Bentley. Works the middle. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. First play of this drive. Caught, it's Turner. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Nice play to knock that one down.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Trailing 7-0 as they try to get this offense humming. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Breaks into the open. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. He's got it. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Quick give. It's Turner. Bring him down. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Oh, he's got some space. The 20. All the way. Touchdown Sooners.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. On the ground, it's Turner.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Could not make his way to the corner.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. On the move. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Needs it. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. They'll test the right side. Runs through the tackle. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run him again. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Right at the line. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the 1st down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
He'll pull it down and run. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd and long here. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Trying to find the end zone. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better, but that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Bentley. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Robinson. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Give to the running back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. To throw, it's Bentley. Turns it upfield. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's a give to Robinson. Runs through a tackle. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Running the red zone, it's Robinson. And he get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back can get some positive yards.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback changing the play. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going for it all. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Finds a man on the right. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On play action. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. Let's start with Sacramento State taking on the number 9 team, the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the home team, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this offense has to be able to answer. And getting that 3rd down here on the 3rd play of this drive is a good step toward doing that. Nice job by the QB. Good rhythm. This offense now has got it going. They need to pay this thing off, but that was a big one, no question.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Oklahoma sends the offense out ready to go on the attack. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early 2nd half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moves the pocket. It's Bentley. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
At the 45, on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
They call 3rd down money down for a reason. Like, 2nd down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's a known passing situation. And how about this offense, man? They're trying to throw the football down the field, but this guy doesn't panic. He doesn't flinch. Does a nice job. Nobody covered. Doesn't force the football. And even better, takes off, scrambles, and gets the big 1st down for this offense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get...
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff to the lone back.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front seven are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden...
Makes a grab and room to run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Looking for the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. On the move at the 30. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Tigers! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Bentley. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble, and he's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
They'll run it. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. So 1st down will open up the final period. They'll ride the hot hand. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Needs it here on 4th down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Finds a crease at the 20. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the 1st down. You got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Robinson again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Rolls right. On the run, fires downfield. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. The sudden change on the turnover, man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Bought a little time, lets it go. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down the field, right? With his speed.
Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game has completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Quarterback keeper. Into the end zone, the 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. They're working that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff to Xavier.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Here's Robinson one more time. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Out wide left, it's Robinson. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Here comes the heat. Finds some time. Pulls it in. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
Man, really good job by the wide receiver understanding I don't have timeouts. A few extra yards are not going to help my offense, but stepping out of bounds, stopping the clock, getting the first down, continuing to keep this drive alive to try to come over here and take advantage and maybe win this game.
He lets it fly. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing, and everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene.